Welcome to Greece. Our first stop is in Athens, where we've been for the past few nights. I can't tell you how nice it is to get away from Vancouver. I haven't seen a single person in Lululemon. So far, Greece has lived up to its reputation in terms of the food, the style, the architecture, the food. Oh my gosh, the yogurt is otherworldly. So soon we're going to pick up our rental car and leave Athens and drive along the Peloponnese for a couple of weeks. So our first stop is Nafplio, which is a couple of hours away, there for a couple of nights, and then just make quite a few stops after that and circle around back to Athens at the end. I must say, there is such a relaxed, warm feel here, and granted we're just tourists, but it just feels so much more relaxed. I don't know if it's a combination of all the sun, a lot of the restaurants being outdoors, and just people sitting outside and talking, things being open late. It's really nice. We stayed in a hotel called the 9 Athens, which I would highly recommend. The room was spacious, comfortable, and the breakfast that they offer here is the best breakfast I've had anywhere in any city or country. And the best meal so far was a lamb shank that we had at a restaurant called A Little Taste of Home, and delicious. I highly recommend picking a hotel in this area near Plaka, because we're close to other areas like Siri, the Monastraki Square, close to the Acropolis. So everything that we've done, we haven't needed an Uber. Everything has been within 15 minutes walking distance. But I also think if anything we're outside of that, we're just too lazy. We're not gonna go. So now we're gonna pick up our rental car and drive towards the Peloponnese. Called Nafplio. It's very cute, very small town, very quaint. We just had the most amazing Italian ice cream, lemon and chocolate. Oof, so delicious. And we said we would walk it off, but here we are sitting on a bus ready for a city tour for €4 each, because it is hot and we are feeling lazy. So apparently this tour takes 20 minutes. Yeah, it takes 20 minutes and it goes through the old town and new town, so we'll get a good feel of the place. Getting ready to go. So this is us walking off the gelato. So strenuous. Yeah, it's kind of a small stitch. Ooh. Just finished our dinner. Oh my god, that was the best seafood risotto we've had, right? The best seafood risotto. Oof. Yum yum. made it to Gytheio. Sweating my balls off. It was quite the ride to get here. So to get from Nafplio to here, I saw two routes, and one said tolls and one said no tolls. So I thought, oh, let's take the one with no tolls. No, don't do that, because that is when you're essentially just doing figure eights through the mountains. And in the teeny weeny car that we rented, not the best idea. It even feels like a bit of a stretch calling it a car. It's got the traction of roller skates. So shortly after just skidding a bit, we got a message, like an error message, saying check the tire pressure or something. So we pulled over and began the fun journey of trying to get through to someone to help us. The language barrier was very evident. Eventually someone did come in a tow truck and checked out the car, but we were thinking, like, are they going to take us to our destination? We're still a couple of hours away. Are we going to have to go back to another town and possibly rent another car? It was very stressful. I never want to go through that again. The guy who came was very nice. He was very friendly, and we did what we could to get our points across to each other. And the driver of the tow truck looked at me and looked at the maps on my phone, and in his own way essentially communicated, don't take this route, take the other one, because the one you're currently on is scary. So that's my biggest piece of advice so far. Don't take the route with no tolls. Just pay the €3 for the tolls. Now we're here, and so our room, it's like up there. Yeah, no, I've walked a little too far. It's up this way. So we can go down these stairs, and our room is just right there. Pretty neat. Feeling pretty tired after all that adrenaline pumping. God, I'm so sweaty. My back is drenched. And we're going to be here for 2 nights, so we have 1 full day tomorrow. And then, yeah, our next destination after this is only about 45 minutes away, so that'll be good. So I'll catch you in a little bit. Had lunch, so full, indulged a little bit, and had the best. No, I think that this is the best seafood risotto. It beats the other one, at least in terms of the broth. It was really seafoody. And the beauty of going to a very small town is that there's not much to explore. It's just mainly the one street here that's really pretty. It's currently, what, 35, bordering on 35 degrees, and I'm ready to go back to the room and literally chill. I'm actually wearing my pajama top outside, which is something I would never normally do, but it is so hot. I couldn't handle putting another layer on. So things we do, just laughing because we're sitting right by the Mediterranean Sea listening to Evanescence. What's the song called? It just does not match the vibe. Yeah, what is this song? Fallen, maybe?
It's called My Immortal.
My Immortal, that's it. My Immortal, my God. Yeah, and when you're sitting, you know, just relaxing, having some yummy seafood, chilling, it's just an unexpected song to hear. Give us some, like, some Greek tunes or even some flamenco or something, you know?
I'm recording.
Oh, you are?
Something you have to say about dinner.
This is dinner?
Yeah, isn't it?
It's nice. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's nice to just sit, relax, and enjoy the scenery and our last night here. Just enjoying the sunset. It's nice that it's not so hot. Feels good. We are currently walking to go get dinner at the same place that we've eaten at for the past 2 nights, and we've ordered the same thing. So now the gamble is, do we order the same thing again or risk disappointment and order something new? I think we're thinking something new, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're thinking something new.
We thought of a new dish before, remember?
Yes.
What is the name of that?
We're thinking of getting the shrimp saganaki.
Yes.
Instead of the shrimp spaghetti. So let's see. It's about a 400-meter walk on this humid path. Plus, they always ask if we've had a reservation, and this just doesn't seem like the kind of town or place where you'd need one, but it does get busy, but we've been lucky so far. So let's see, because I'm not walking any further to get food. Beautiful walk till dinner. Oh, it looks cool. Looks really good. Hello from a very remote part of Greece on the Peloponnese. I believe believe this area is called Karavastasi. I'll put the name here in case that's incorrect. It is essentially in the middle of nowhere along the Limeni Peninsula. It is so beautiful, you can see behind me. So for this accommodation, I wasn't so sure if it would be that good. I was going back and forth. The reviews were very mixed, but in terms of location and the pool that they have here and the view, it is stunning. The room itself is truly like a cave. It is so dark, it sort of reminds me of where serial killers from the 1970s might take their victims. Very dark, sort of creepy decor, not my thing, but we're not spending much time there anyway. Really, it's just a space for our luggage. It's a very large room, large suite, and at night it is so silent and dark. This is the best sleep that I've had so far on the trip, has been here. So we went to a small town or village called Limeni before coming here, and we went there for lunch and it was gorgeous, and then came here, and then we're here for a total of 3 nights. So yesterday I just wanted a nothing sort of day where we did nothing. We didn't leave the accommodation, didn't leave the premises. So today we went to a village called Areopoli, which was stunning. It was so beautiful, but so dreadfully hot. I was sweating bullets. Too hot for me, but we explored and sat down, had orange juice and chatted, and it was just really nice. It was such a nice way to spend the morning. Came back here and just been relaxing. Gonna go and explore. They have a ladder here that you can go down into the sea and have a swim, and yeah, just relax. So this is our last night here, and from here we go to another spot which is pretty remote. It's close to Kalamata but not in Kalamata, so once we're there I'll let you know the name of that spot. And even though I haven't explored much of Greece, I really do feel like we are in one of the most beautiful parts of the country, and I'm glad we decided to explore this area rather than island hop and visit areas that are more densely packed with tourists. So now we're going to go down a little trail to the sea here, have a little swim, and we'll see what the next location's like tomorrow. Hello again. We are in a very small village and it's very beautiful, and we are fortunate enough to have gotten ourselves a suite with our own private pool. Pretty cool. As luxurious as that sounds, the room itself isn't that luxurious. It's a bit rugged, like when you have a shower. It doesn't have a glass door or anything, so everything gets wet. This is our last night here, so we spent a total of 3 nights. And today we went to a nearby village, went to a beach bar there and just sat and had some drinks and salad. The salads here are amazing. It's funny, I used to roll my eyes at people who would order salads, and now I love salads, and the salads here are generously portioned. They are so good. And on the way here, actually, we stopped in a town called Kardamyli, which is where part of the movie Before Midnight was filmed, and that is the Before trilogy is my favorite. They are my favorite movies. So I looked up where in Greece the movie was filmed, and it is along the southern Peloponnese region, which made me really excited. So I wanted to visit a place where, you know, where certain scenes had occurred, and I saw online that this one restaurant was rumored to be visited by the cast and crew quite a lot, and it was a favorite, and it had really good reviews. So we went, and the view was phenomenal. We had this vinegar octopus, which was, oh my gosh, we ordered 2 servings because it was amazing. So tomorrow we leave and we go to our last accommodation in the Peloponnese, which is, I think, about half an hour away from Pylos. It is a house nested in an olive orchard. So that is pretty special. I'm really excited to see it. I feel like we saved the best accommodation for last. So to get there, we are going to drive to Kalamata and explore the city of Kalamata a bit and grab some lunch and explore and look around. And I'm also excited to go to the supermarket because unlike everywhere we've been so far, we aren't being provided breakfast or anything because, you know, we're renting a house. I'm really excited to see what is in the Greek supermarkets, especially in this region. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Hello from Navarino Bay, our last stop along the Peloponnese, and I know what you're thinking. Aren't you wearing the same top as you were in the last few times you checked in? Yes. Yes, I am. It is it is the one top that keeps me the coolest, so I'm sticking to it. It's no outfit variety here. Okay, it's been a while since I've checked in, but this is our last night and our final destination here on the Peloponnese, and it makes me so full of dread and a little sad because it has been so beautiful. I am so happy we saved this place for last because it is stunning. The people that run it have put so much love and thought into it in every single detail. It's just luxurious and modern, yet you're in the countryside in this remote location surrounded by olive groves. It is just breathtakingly gorgeous. Out of all the accommodations we've gone to so far, this is the only one that we would definitely return to. It is 10 out of 10. It is exceptional. So we booked to stay here for a total of 4 nights, and this is going to be our last night, and I'm trying to soak up every single minute. So we drove here, and on the way here we stopped in Kalamata, and we had the most amazing lunch. It was such a special memory. It was so wonderful. The food was fantastic. Just a really cute place. And I know I haven't been listing names, but all of my recommendations are going to be in the description box down below. I'm going to put everything there. And then we went to a supermarket on the way here and got enough, exactly, pretty much, for 4 days, because we're running low now, and it's just gonna last us. And I've been feeling inspired by what we've eaten along the way, so I've been making a lot of Greek salad. If you do go to the supermarket, I really recommend checking out the prepared meats, you know, the meatballs, the patties. They are really, really good, surprisingly good. I wish I'd gotten more. So I've been having a lot of yogurt, eggs, Greek salad protein with tzatziki. It's been so nice. I don't want to leave. Yesterday we had a beach day, so we drove to this beach. I'm gonna put the correct name here, but it is a beach that's about half an hour from here, and it's stunning. Such an unusually shaped beach. It's in a perfect semicircle, just so round. The water was so like turquoise and emerald. We swam in it for, I'm not kidding, a good 2 hours, and we didn't get out. Also be prepared for the drive, because driving there is no joke. And depending on the time of year you go, parking could be an issue. We may or may not have gotten into an argument with someone over a parking spot. One thing I will say about going to the supermarket here, at least the one that I went to, you need to have a coin, because we haven't carried any cash for this trip. We haven't needed it, which is great until we went to the supermarket and we needed to get 4 days worth of groceries. So we found this stranded kids trolley that would fit 3 tomatoes, so that wasn't going to be very useful. The manager was kind enough to lend us a plastic coin that we could use, but yeah, good tip, like make sure you have a coin if you're doing grocery shopping here, because there were no baskets in the grocery store. This is something that really blew our minds. We're like, okay, we'll just use some baskets, but we couldn't find any. There were no baskets. I was like, what kind of grocery store doesn't have a basket? Yeah, so just thought that was a bit odd. Definitely recommend the Peloponnese if you're coming to Greece during the high season, because we really haven't come across a lot of tourists at all. It's really been very quiet and just very peaceful, and really the most people we saw were at the beach yesterday, and it was almost like sensory shock. We thought, where all these people come from? We also went for a little bike ride this morning, and we are not we are not bike riding sort of people. Neither of us had ridden a bike in genuinely years, but we did it for a good 20 minutes. But again, you can tell we haven't done it for a while, because again, middle of the day, 35-degree heat. Let's go for a bike ride. Let's check out the bikes and go for a leisurely bike ride. How bad can it be? And oh my gosh, the sweat. It was insane how much I was sweating. I actually felt nauseous at the end and thought I was going to pass out. I had to immediately go in the pool after and cool off. I was like, what were we thinking? But it was fun. It was fun. You know, it's like, in the moment, it's not that fun, but to look back, you think, yeah, you know, I'm glad I did that. So tomorrow we drive back to Athens, staying in a pretty nice hotel. I'm very curious to see it. It's called the Shila. We won't be staying for the 2 remaining nights we have, because this is expensive. But I figured, for one night, I just want to experience it. And then for our last night, we're going to a hotel 2-minute walk away that is significantly cheaper. So yeah, for now, we're just gonna relax and enjoy as much as we can for the rest of the trip. The drive back tomorrow, I think, is gonna take around 3.5 to 4 hours. So yeah, drop off the car, go back to Athens, and count down the hours until we fly back to Vancouver. And in the meantime, just enjoy. is our last day in Greece, so we fly out early tomorrow morning, come to the conclusion of our 3-week trip, and I'm sad to leave. But at the same time, I am ready for some of the comforts of home again, so it's not all terrible. Right now we're staying in a hotel called Shila, which is stunning. It's just dripping with this vintage, elegant, bohemian style. Everything is done very deliberately. It all looks very nice. So we just finished having breakfast up on the rooftop, and later we're going for a massage. Last night we went to this restaurant called Aleria Restaurant, and it was a fine dining establishment. It had a really nice tasting menu. It was one of those sort of once in a blue moon kind of experiences. The service was great. The atmosphere was great. Food was so delicious. I didn't bring this camera, but I took some pictures on my phone, so I'll put those up. But it was a very fun night. So yeah, we drove from Navarino Bay back to Athens, dropped off the car, came to this hotel, and yeah, time is ticking and flying, and yeah, on our way back tomorrow. Definitely going to miss a lot from this trip, but I'm so glad that we took these weeks to explore the Peloponnese. It was breathtakingly beautiful, so many good memories, so much good food. So just gonna continue to take everything in and enjoy our remaining hours here. Throughout this vlog, there were some things I didn't share with you, like being overwhelmed with stress about deadlines, insecurities in my relationships, and lingering fears about what the future holds. And even in a place as breathtaking as Greece, those worries didn't just disappear. No matter how far we travel, beauty alone cannot distract us from the real problems we carry within. Even the rugged mountains and serene coastlines of the Peloponnese can't shield us from the stress of the mundane or the weight of unresolved issues that haunt us from home. And as the days passed on this trip, I began to understand that while travel can't fix what's broken, it does remind us of something significant. Travel doesn't erase our worries. It simply shows us that life's most wonderful things aren't in fact things at all. They are the laughter shared over a meal, the stories told under a starry sky, and the quiet moments of reflection when we learn to breathe again. So as I prepare to leave this beautiful part of the world, I find myself not wanting to escape my life, but to live it more fully when I return. To carry with me the joy of those simple, beautiful moments, and to seek them out more deliberately in my everyday routine. It's not about chasing perfection or avoiding darkness, but about embracing whatever pleasure shines through, no matter how small it may seem. So even though we'll return to our lives, perhaps to the same challenges and the same unyielding questions, we do so with a renewed understanding and perspective. Our time away from home teaches us that while we can't outrun our shadows, we can choose to walk beside them, finding light and hope in the simplest of joys. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough to keep us moving forward. Travel didn't solve any of my problems, but it showed me how to live with them. And maybe that's enough to face whatever comes next.